Hello, betting fans. Welcome back to another episode of Betting Strategy. And today we're going to discuss one of the best strategies that you can actually use to win repeatedly bets, football bets. This is specifically for football bets. Can also be applied somewhere else, but this is specifically for football uh, bets. If you want to win, if you're always wondering how do I get to win a bet, how do I get to win a ticket that you placed, then I'm going to give you an overview of one of the best strategies that you can always use to win. And please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of these strategies. If this year you decide that you're going to go strong on betting, of course, depending on how you do research, because any betting that you do, you have to do some pre-game research, and this is some of the strategies I'm going to explain to you in this in this game. Now, there are three things that we are going to identify in this, and number one is how do you get value, that hidden value, and how do you identify that bet that you can place. Remember, I'm yet to give you the strategy. So you have to understand how to find those bets that you will use this strategy for, and how to see where there's value. And lastly, now the betting strategy, which is today I'm going to explain, is the under and over 2.5 goals predictions. So these ones are it's not complicated, it's not rocket science, it's simple, it can be done very easily, and it's very short and clear. So let me explain. Um, Let me give you an example. These are today's games. Leon playing Clermont, Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea. So if you look at the probability from this website called Benchmark, the probability of Nottingham winning, probability of this game, not really Nottingham winning, but this game, Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea, having more than like 3 goals and above is 60%. And the probability of getting below 3 goals, which is 2 goals and below, that is under 2.5, is 40%. So in Wetmonk, they're tipping you to place an over prediction. That means that the goals that will be scored will be more than two. Okay, let's look at uh, okay, yeah, this is a good example. Let's just say we use that one. So you can clearly see it's about, do you think the goals will be more than two, or do you think the goals will be less than two? And this is not goals scored by Chelsea or Nottingham Forest. The goals scored all together. Doesn't matter if Chelsea win 3-0 or if Forest win 3-0 or 10-1. The total number of goals is above two. So that is over 60%. When it is under, it is when you predict that the total number of goals are not going to be two and below, then that is under 2.5. So you can place a bet against that. Now let's go quick first to an example. Let's say uh, let's just look at a live game which I think Chelsea is playing currently. So Chelsea and Nottingham Forest, currently Chelsea has scored. So if you go to the market, this is by the market I mean the odds. So let's look at under and over. So here you have under and over 2.5. So you see, currently over 2.5, you have an odd of 3.23. That is over 2.5. This means the game is going to end in 3 goals and above. But if you feel that this game Chelsea has already scored one, it's not going to be more than 2 goals, then you can place under 2.5. So this is how you place the bet. So you have to do your research about these games, and as I said, um, one of the ways of finding which game do I bet on, then look at games where the home team has control. You can look for that. Maybe if the home team has control over and the superior, then you can probably place over 2.5. You can also look for added incentive. For example, in this particular game, Chelsea has an added incentive in that they want to get into the top four, you know, and should they lose, they risk going further and further away from the top four. So that could be the added incentive. If it was a quarterfinal or semi-final game, then you look at all that, and most of the time you will realize that quarterfinal, semi-finals usually end up in under 2.5. So you have to understand this. You have to do your research, and then now when betting, of course, you see this is a live game. You can still bet, choose under, you can choose over, and these you can do for during halftime or full time. It's you to decide. But you can also bet now on specific team that Chelsea is going to score more than 2 goals, which is over 2.5. And that you see the odd here is 6.18. And if Chelsea will not score more than 2 goals, you can go for under. The same way you can do for Forest. So that is the over and under betting strategy. So the only most important thing is you do your pre-game research and choose which teams do you think is going to have such kind of outcomes. And therefore, the strategy is simple, but you have to do a lot of background research. For example, look at these games here. These are games that are ongoing. You can see predictions here if you go to Forbet. So Forbet are saying Chelsea will win 3-0, and they have predicted over. It's already 1-0. This other game, they said it will end in over. Prediction the prediction is 2-0. So you can see this is their prediction, and whether the game will end in under or over are all here. So maybe probably you could use, if you like them, you can use it their website for predictions. But it's always good for you to do your background, your pre-game research on your own, so that you choose um, the right bets to bet on. And this is because in every betting, like for example, in using this strategy, the aim is to get the least possible risk. Choose the bet that has the least possible risk, but also high possible reward, highest possible reward. So that is where the odds comes in. Are you going for 3.81? Are you going for 1.29? Are you going for, like here now, over is 1.60, over 2.5, and under 2.5 is 2.42. So is this the least risk and the highest reward you can get, or is it this one? You have to choose that by yourself. But that's how you bet on under and over 2.5. It's a matter of the total goals that will be scored in the game. So in short, if we can do a recap, the three things: one, you have to find that bet that has hidden value, but make sure that you do your pre-game research. And then you can also manage in-game action. You can look at the in-game action. For example, if you are doing live betting like this one here, you see Nottingham has already, as you can see, Nottingham have equalized, so it is 1-1. Now, this is why in-game and the flow of the game is critical. So here right now, if I was to go for over 2.5 total goals, you see the odd is already changing. Why? Because there's a higher possibility now of a third goal coming in, either from Forest or from Chelsea, and the game probably ends in 2-1. If it remains this way, then this is under 2.5. Now you understand what I mean. So because the goals that would have been scored are 2 goals, so that is under 2.5. And if Forest gets 1 goal or Chelsea gets another goal and it ends at 2-1, that is over 2.5. And those are some of the nitty-gritties of the game, because you look for value, choose the strategy. Do you go for under or do you go for over? You have to choose that, and also do your pre-game research to make this betting strategy more and more effective. So you see, like here, the prediction here was over. Maybe they were right. Maybe we're waiting to see if Chelsea will get another goal or Forest will get another goal, which then will take it to over. But as at now, probability is very high. I would agree with them. I think it's even above 60% now, because the game is live as we speak. So yes, guys, that is the under over 2.5 betting strategy, one that you can easily use to get bet. And you can use it at halftime, you can use it at full time. Maybe you just want to bet at halftime that the total goals scored will be under 2.5, then place your bet and get your money. Or maybe you want to do that for full time, which is still okay. So it all depends with how you do your pre-game research, which is totally acceptable. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe, follow our channel. If you've not registered in any of these betting platforms like Betika, Mozartbet, their links are in the description. Some of those links are affiliate links. When you click, I get some small commission, but it allows us to create more tips on how to bet, predictions, and give you strategies to bet. So kindly subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, so that you don't miss any of these videos in future. So if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Allow us to grow the channel. We are heading towards uh, 1,000 subscribers, and let's do it. We can do this by you subscribing and sharing all this video. Please get to understand some of these strategies. In this platform, we've shared so many strategies, including double chance, all that, because betting can be a science and an art. And this is some of the things that you can really use to predict, to correctly predict some of these games. You might not predict goals, but you can predict under and over. That I think usually is a little bit easier to predict. I believe so. Yes, and that's it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing the video as well. All the best in your betting, and please remember to bet responsibly.